Sniffing a kid. Come on, guys.
January 6th rioters.
Dang, the chat is on fire. Eating ice cream.
Yeah.
Sniffing a kid. Oh, man. Yeah, you can make an awesome Biden shirt. All right. Are we ready to do? Oh, we're doing it. Yeah, January 6th. Here's another clip. Bunch of clips.
Yep, bunch of clips.
Clip segment we have.
Yeah, this is a AOC claims inside government actors help January 6 protesters. Building is still unsafe, from the Daily Wire, and I have the clip itself.
These insurrectionists,
like Antifa,
and that there were actual officers working with this, and we never got to the bottom of that, and we never got any answers about that, and then to this day we're just supposed to pretend that that never happened.
What about Antifa?
I have no idea what happened to the people on the inside who were very clearly sympathetic with what was going on and opening the doors wide open for that. And I'm supposed to sit here and pretend like none of that ever happened, and then right afterwards you have a massive, you just have this idea that throwing money at that problem is going to make it go away without any accountability. And so this is where these things are breaking down. We're not safe. And it's not just about members of Congress not being safe. The food staff workers aren't safe. The janitors aren't safe. Like, we need to get to the bottom of this. So that's all I got to say.
What about Antifa?
Thank you, Congresswoman.
Let's get to the bottom of it. Antifa.
Janitors aren't safe. She can really hold her cool. She kept her cool. Who is this guy? Do you know? This is a Daily Wire thing, huh?
Yeah, I don't know who the person
Some man on the street
It looked like
guy.
there was a few people standing in front of her.
He wasn't very good at it.
Yeah.
She's like going off and he's like, Antifa. Black Lives Matter.
She just ignored him, it seemed like. So
I know.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. She's a champ.
Yeah.
So the fear here, though, she's speaking to this idea. Now, I think, again, it's interesting that she's even acknowledging what anybody who watched January 6th live, like we did, knows currently that, most of January 6th was people staying inside the velvet ropes, taking pictures,
taking photos,
the doors, taking photos with the guards, with the cops, the arm in arm.
Insurrection happening now. And then like the live cam shots of people strolling and walking like, whoa.
Right. So if you watched it live, you saw all of that, and you would never know about any of that if, you're just getting your news from, the news or watching the January 6th commission hearings or whatever. But she's kind of talking like, hey, there were sympathizers. They
Interesting.
opened the doors.
She's making the same point a lot of people were making. And certainly we were making that, like, hey, it looks like there's some people helping out getting into these the building here.
And she's sort of crafting this narrative of like, oh, but the sympathizers, the insurrectionists, they are coming from within. They are still here. I don't know. The janitors aren't safe. As long as the police officers that took selfies and let people inside and et cetera, are still working here. So kind of creating this dire, dangerous, everyday situation. Like every day I go into this building and I know around any corner is some sort of insurrectionist, and of course we know she wasn't even in that building when it happened, but okay. Now I thought this was interesting. We didn't really know what to do with this. We like playing clips of AOC, and this is of course her admitting what we've known about January 6th for a long time is interesting, and her, creating some sort of fiction that she has to like tuck and roll every time she passes a doorway in the Capitol building for fear of being insurrected. Yeah. But I found something that's very interesting, and it has to do with Ukraine.
Before you do that, though, let me just, I guess, speculate would be what I'm doing, but
okay.
It seems like we saw the Secret Service, being questioned about like, hey, I think they were in on the whole thing, and we started seeing that narrative pop up. And I feel like this is taking the exact same thing we saw. And we know it kind of got out of hand later on, but that was like after letting people in basically first. Right. So we saw people get, let in by the police and whatever. And a lot of people were mentioning that were there, like, boots on the ground type of people. And AOC's taking that narrative. And I think what she's doing is this is like a precursor to, hey, we have people that are treasonous to our government, which is the exact same thing that was going on with when Trump came in, right? Oh, there's treasonous Democrats still in government, still in power, doing stuff. The swamp, right? It's the same thing. It's just the opposite. So yeah.
Well, apparently there's treasonous people in every government.
Of course there is. I'm just saying, the people that the ones that point out these types of things. It's taking a legit concern about the whole situation with January 6th and sort of deflecting it in and making it into this other thing.